Okay, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, like I said, it was selling weed, something illegal, totally illegal, and my mindset is a little different than everybody else's. If I'm gonna do something, I'm going 100%. I'm going real big, and I did go big, and I regret. And I don't want no kid to look at this and be like, oh yeah, he was. I got caught with 500 pounds of weed, the biggest load ever in the state of Pennsylvania, probably around a lot of states, and I didn't like how I felt.
Right.
You know what I mean? And uh, I lost a lot of. I ain't gonna say I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of trust in people. You know what I mean? The people who looked at me differently, and I just, I did it. I admitted to it. I didn't try to shy away from it. You know what I mean? They gave me 4 to 8 years on paper. I'm still, doing it from 14, or actually it was 12. It actually started. So I'm still, sort of in the system. So
Right.
once they get you in the system, I mean, once you put yourself in the system, you're still there because they didn't put me in there. I put myself in there. But I've definitely regretted. And when I got out, I was real like hesitant of meeting people, and I knew a lot of people. I mean, a lot of important people, and I didn't want to see those important people
Right.
because I was ashamed, and it took. My girlfriend at the time was Opie, and she always said, like, listen, you have nothing to be ashamed of. Like, pick your head up, let's go to this event and move on. And I've seen so many different people that I was basically running from, and it was open arms, hugs, and
Right.
what do you need to get back on track, bro?
Right.
You know what I mean? And that was outside of my community. But you know what I mean? When I tried to get back in through the school district and help kids in those situations, it was, no, we don't need you.
Can't do it right now. Right. Right.
Can't do it right now. So you know what I mean? But I do thank the people who did, stick with me and everything, all my endeavors and everything.
Right. Right. So where did you end up doing? Like, where did they end up sending you when you went?
I went to a couple of different prisons. I went to Western Penitentiary in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Spent some time there. I went to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, which is Camp Hill. That's where the riots were. That was probably the hardest stop. And I did the rest of my time in Albion.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I mean, it was a shock. And a lot of COs around the whole state knew who I was.
Right.
Not just because of the drugs, but for the what I did in sports. Because at that time I retired playing 14 years of arena.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they just like, bro, this ain't you. This ain't me.
And you had a great career doing that, right?
Yeah, I 14 years of that, won 2 rings. So they just sort of just like, bro, just be normal and get through this situation. And I started some programs in there helping teenagers or 16 to 24-year-olds who had life.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I had a whole bunch of them. I started my own program in there. So basically where I'm going to go, I'm going to help the community. I'm going to help whatever's going on in my life. You know what I mean? Or going on around me. So that was scary, and I ain't gonna lie. And I went in there as a big cat. I was about 6'3", 280 pounds at that time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm trying to put weight on.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I ain't never been in that situation. So that didn't mean nothing. It was cats that was 5'2", 5'1", 130 pounds wet. Was in there for triple life and killing and
raping.
Right,
yeah, take your life like that.
Don't even think about it. They mental health problems, or just that's what they was in there for. Somebody put a hit in on you for a pack of cigarettes that cost $10 out here. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so you got to tread lightly, and I want to tell the kids, like, don't let nobody tell you that going to prison is a badge of honor. It's not even close. Like, it's not a badge of honor.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Your badges should be out here with college degrees, high school diploma, college degrees. So that's where your badges should be worn, out here and not behind the bars.
Right.
That's not where we belong.
Right. So So a lot of people who get into that lifestyle, they end up in prison, they end up dead, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think it's so attractive? Like, what's so attractive about it? What is it that continues to draw people, no matter like, even though they know the concept, they know what can happen?
Because that message wasn't sent. To me, growing up, going to the penitentiary was cool as hell. Because you get out, everybody in your hood, okay, you out here now, let's go, blah, blah, blah. That message wasn't given. That message of don't wear prison as a badge, it's not cool to go to jail. My old heads never said that, but they never said don't go. You know what I mean? They never, you know what I mean? They'll put the pack in your hand, but if they put the pack in your hand, that means you got a chance of 50-50 chance of going.
Right.
So that was never conveyed to us as young bucks.
Right.
And now I'm always in their ear like, yo, like, get your shit together, get your stuff together, because this isn't the life.
This ain't the life you want to live.
This ain't the life that you want to live.
Right.
Now you're going to have to come out here and find a job.
Right. Is that fast money? Is that something that's like a lower? I mean, is that addictive?
It's super addictive. It's super addictive. And I have an addictive personality because of my family. I don't use drugs. I don't drink. Mm-hmm. And why I didn't is because my family had addictive personality. I felt that I was going to be the next one in there.
If you got into that, it'll be easy for you to
But
fall.
money, I got into, and I didn't think that. And I got addicted to that. So you get addicted to the lifestyle.
Right.
The nice cars, the women, the gold chains.
What's that like? I mean, to be able to have that at your fingertips whenever you want it.
It's amazing. But you don't sleep. The boogeyman always around. You always worrying about the police. You always worrying about cats kicking your doors in. You know what I mean? You don't sleep.
Right.
So that's always the other piece that.
So the love is there, the good feeling, but you still worried all the time.
Yeah, because the love that they some of them show you, your boy might show you some love, but the one next to him, like, yeah, I'm gonna be all up in his crib tonight. I'm robbing him.
Right.
I'm gonna take his life. You know what I mean? So you always got that.
Right.
So you people don't tell you that side of the story because a lot of people ain't lived both sides of those lives, and I really did.
Right.
I really lived both sides of those lives. You know what I mean? As a rock star, I was messing with superstar. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I still got
You was living a
friends.
rock star lifestyle.
Yeah, in this little city, man.
Right.
Traveling all the time. So, but that's not life. That's not life. Life is where you're at now, where you can find a good job. You ain't into the streets. You know what I mean? Like, luckily, I fell into a great job. You know what I mean? I was still being able to be hired through the Beata and doing mental health and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it was, you know what I mean? It's a blessing. A lot of people don't get that chance. And when they get turned down the first time, the first thing they do is go get it
Go back to it again.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what you got to avoid. You know what I mean? Because it's hard, though. I ain't gonna lie, Mo. It's hard.
Right. Yeah, because you can always go back to it. You know how to do it. You know what you've been there. You know what I mean? Right. So before we end this segment about that part of your life, give me some advice for a younger cat that's out there right now. Like, man, I want to do that, get into that lifestyle, that street life, that fast money. Give them some advice to say, like, tell them why or why not. You tell them.
It's a little dangerous now with the drugs and all of that stuff. Now it's with guns, home invasions, and it's not worth it. It's not. I mean, you'll have some money today, you have some money tomorrow, you might have some money next week. But when it stops, the police don't stop looking at you. You know what I mean? I was under investigation for 2.5 years. So, you know what I mean? Like, when did they start, bro? Damn, I don't know.
Right.
When did they end? When they caught me. They took, basically, for real, I was 6 months off chilling, and something came through, and they came the next day.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not to say who told, you know what I mean? That's not, it was my fault.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So you never know.
So just stay out of it. Don't even get involved with it.
Just listen. It's right now we're at a point in this city where all these employers are looking for work. We're looking for people to work.
Right.
Like they're overcompensating us with money to get us in. There was never a bonus pay of $2,500.
Right. Go get a job. Sign your name, you get $2,500.
never heard of.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, go get there and go get in that position.
They want people.
You know what I mean? They want people. They want young people who's going to be in the trade for a long time.
Right.
And I definitely know college isn't for everybody.
Right.
So you know what I mean? Go there and work.
Right.
Go there and work.
Right. So I read the article about when to finish up, I read the article, and one of the quotes they quoted you was saying is, you just want to do the time and get back to the community. So let's talk about now, and I think that's a great quote. I also I told you this before, I think if you would have ran for mayor at some